Hi, my name is Brian, and I'm the High Pop Professor. And one of the things I love to do is have conversations, respond to people in the comments, and really engage with the community about whatever topics are at hand. And in one of my last videos, there was a commenter who had requested, they wanted to see me make a video that has all of my top 10 Greg Maddux cards in my collection. And I responded back saying, I could probably do that, but I'm not sure I could trim it down to just 10. It might have to be like 25 or something, because I'm not sure I could just cut it down to only 10. And they said, okay, 25 is okay, but you have to rank them. It's like, oh, okay, fine. And so here we are. And so, part of why I have this channel is this is a documentation of my collecting journey. And so at this moment, a snapshot of my collection, this is the top 25 countdown cards in my Greg Maddux PC. So let's turn the camera around and take a look. Okay, and so we're going to start off here. I'm actually going to cheat a little bit, and I couldn't actually do top 25. I have to have a few honorable mentions before we actually get started with card 25. And so I'm going to start right off the gate here with this beautiful 95 Pinnacle White Hot, one of my favorite sets of all time. Maybe one of the most beautiful Dufex examples of all the 90s. And it's just a fantastic card. It's a fantastic set. I really can't get enough of it. I'm kind of obsessed with it. And I know I've shown this on videos probably a dozen times by now, but you know what? I'm going to show it again because it's like one of my favorite cards. Also, speaking of amazing inserts from the 90s, we've got the 97 Flair Showcase, Hot Gloves. They had Hot Gloves die cuts going back, to 94. But this one in particular had these crazy die cuts on the top here, all these corners. This one in particular happens to have a Beckett subgrade of 10 corners, which makes it quite remarkable, I think. Something else that people don't realize about this set is that it was actually printed with heat-sensitive color-changing ink. And so if you put some heat on one part of the card, the flames are going to change color in the background. They change their intensity and their shade of orange to yellow, which I don't know if people realize that, but it's true. Yeah. Anyway, so again, continuing the honorable mentions, I absolutely love this card here. This is a 97 Fleer Gouty Greats with the gold foil. This is a 1 in 800 pack insert. Really tough one to get. It's very understated because aside from the gold foil, nothing on this card tells you that it's anything special, but it is. And this is one of the few PSA 10s I actually have in my collection. At some point, I may actually look to downgrade this to a PSA 9 or even an 8, if I can get some reasonable value for the 10. Moving on, a beautiful 96 Studio Press Proof. This is a silver press proof, which, in most sets, you think of the silver, the gold, and the platinum or bronze, silver, gold in that order is kind of what they do. If in ascending difficulty, so Studio this year 96, they actually took a page out of the Pacific playbook, making the silver the rarest of the variants. So it's not one of 2000 or one of 500. I think the bronze was 2000. I think the gold was 500. The silver, while not serial numbered, does say right here 1 of 100. So it's only 100 made, even if it is not actually serial numbered on there. So it's a tough card. And aside from the hollow foil name, it doesn't look really any different from the regular base card that just has a plain old silver foil name and logo here. And of course, the base card doesn't have the 1 of 100 on the back. So that's a contender. That's an honorable mention. Also, we have this beautiful Circa Rave from 96. This is the very first Circa Rave card ever made. And this one is actually serial numbered out of 150 on the back, number 124 of 150. And one last honorable mention, of course, is going to go to this 96 Zenith Diamond Club with the real diamond chip sitting inside there. So really crazy tough insert parallel to round off my honorable mentions. And now let's go ahead and get started with the actual countdown itself. So coming in at number 25, we have, because again, I had to, part of the assignment was to rank order these, right? So that's a tough That's a tough thing. It's a tough thing to do because I love so many of these cards. I love all of them. And so we're going to start with 25 here. And the reason why these first two are going to be 25 and 24 is because most of my nostalgia actually stops around the year 2000 or 99. And so here's a 2003 Topps Chrome, and you can still see this is still in its Topps seal here. So it's still in its uncirculated condition. This is our blue X-Fractor, still sealed there. And it is in fact serial numbered 5 of 50. So only 50 of these things made. Really tough to get. Beautiful card. I absolutely love it. So this card is 25. Speaking of Topps Chrome X-Fractors, here we go. We got this one graded earlier this year. We have the 04 Chrome Greg Maddux Red X-Fractor. And this Red X-Fractor, while not serial numbered, it has a print run of 63 that were made. And so super, super tough card to get. They almost never show up. And so very, very honored that I was able to pick this one up. And this is in a PSA Mint 9. All right, and that was 24, 23. Let's continue on. And so 23, we've got our 2000 Finest Gold Refractor. I made a couple of videos about the print runs of these. And so I calculated that there is a print run of 31.7 of every player made. And so maybe you could round that and say 32, or maybe some players have 31 and some players have 32. I don't know. But you can go check out those videos if you're curious to see how I arrived at that number. But I'm pretty confident. My math is good. And so it's a really awesome card. It's got this decal edge die cut. Be careful because some of those you'll see for sale are missing this die cut that surrounds the entirety of the card. And so some of these were backdoored without that die cut around the edge. So be careful if you're looking to pick one up because sometimes you'll see them. They might even be a little bit cheaper than the authentic ones, but just beware. So again, this one is going to be 23. Moving on to 22. I've got the 99 SP Authentic Chirography Autograph Greg Maddux in a PSA Mint 9. And it's got this beautiful, bold autograph. So many times the first loop is kind of streaky or doesn't take all the way, not quite as bold. And was really happy I found this specimen that had just this beautiful, extremely bright, bold autograph. This is just fantastic. And of course, a beautiful mint card to boot. This is not the gold one that's more severely limited and numbered, but gosh, I mean, it presents so beautifully. It's I absolutely love it. It's an astounding card, and that one sits for me at number 22. Moving on, 21. We've got the first ever platinum medallion. And so 97 Ultra, starting in 95, they had the gold medallion. It was their parallel. They had one per pack. They had the base cards, they had the gold medallions, and then they also had the gold medallions on the inserts. But the first time they had platinum medallions was in fact in this 97 year. Now on the back, the gold medallions, the numbers start with a G. Platinum medallions start with a P. And so the print run, this is one of the first years, so they didn't have serial numbering on them. And I think depending on the series, it said something like less than 200 of these were made. So I'm led to believe that that would be 199, but it doesn't actually specify. But yeah, this one comes in at number 21. And rounding out here, number 20. This card is just so fantastic and so nostalgic. We have, and look at this shine. This is absurd. And this is why. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is exhibit A of why we peel our cards from the 90s. I mean, look at this thing. This thing is wild. 97 Pinnacle certified, mirror gold. And look at this thing is like fireworks. Oh man, this is 1 in 299 packs of a super premium product. Tough card. Was not serial numbered, but this is just outstanding. Fantastic card. I love it. And this is just, what a beauty. What an absolute beauty this card is. I love it so much. I could stare at this thing all day. Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay, and this is number 20 in my countdown. Oh, okay, moving on. 19. We've got another one. Very nostalgic for me. We've got the 97 Bowman Chrome International Refractor. Also, a great, crazy shine on it. But, oh, just a lovely card. Absolutely love this set. 97 Bowman Chrome. Iconic Al and I were buying a lot of that 97 Bowman set. A lot of those rookies in that set. Very nostalgic for us as well. You got the American flag on the background. Fantastic. This one is at PSA Mint 9. And this one comes in at 19. Number 18. We've got this card I picked up at the Philly show last December. And this is a 99 Fleer Tradition Date with Destiny. Serial numbered out of 100, of course, on the front. And everything going on with this card is just fantastic. We have the entire front is on the hollow foil finish. It's on, of course, we've got this beautiful Hall of Fame plaque. You have the embossing right around his face with the bat and the leaves. And I mean, even his glasses. I love that he's wearing the glasses there, but his face is like popping out of the card. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal card design. I love it. So I sent this into PSA this year, came back a PSA 6, which, yeah, that's what happens with the edges. But yeah, this one comes in at, what did I say, 19? I think it was 19. 18. This is 18. All right, 17. Here we go. Coming in, we have this one right here. We have a 98 Donruss collection, and this is the preferred prized collections. And so this one has a print run, again, not serial numbered, but a print run of 55. So really tough one to get, but preferred power subset is just fantastic. It's a lovely, lovely card. And really excited to be able to add a card with quite this rarity to my collection. So really excited about that. And so here is card number 17. Moving on to 16. Another fine example of Dufex. This one is probably, this with the White Hot. This is going to be, these are my two favorite Dufex issues, I think, for Greg Maddux. This is, of course, the 97 New Pinnacle, green artist proof. They came in reds, blues, and greens. Greens were the most exclusive tier of player. And, of course, Greg Maddux was included in that green set. So just amazing. Just an amazing card. Love that etched Dufex coming down from the corner, raining down on him. Magnificent. And you can't really tell from the back. The back just looks like it's a base card until you turn it over and you're like, ooh, wow. Okay, so here we are. And so this is 16 on our countdown. Moving on to 15, we've got the 97 Finest Silver Embossed Refractor. And so this is phenomenal. This is the Masters variety. Let's see if I can change it so we can see. It's almost too intense. I'm trying to be able to see the, yeah, there we go. A picture of his face in the background. And the the square refractor pattern is almost too intense to even see what that is. And the embossing, you can really see it from the back. You can see how much that image is popping out through the card. And of course, the refractor pattern on the back too is just outstanding. Phenomenal card. Really rare. So it actually has easier pack odds than the gold refractors, but tougher true odds than the golds because the set size was larger for the silvers than the golds. So kind of strange, but it's it's absolutely one of the coolest cards from that 97 Finest set, and it comes in at number 15 on my countdown. And that is a PSA assigned Mint 9. Coming in at 14, we've got the 97 Donruss Signatures Millennium Marks autograph. And like the other autograph we had before, this one, again, a beautiful bold 10 auto. Again, the first little loopy and his signature is very strong, That does not always happen. In fact, this card is in a very exclusive grade. It is graded a dual graded Mint 9 Auto 10, which makes it a Pop 4 with 0 higher. And this is another one I sent in myself. And while it says millennium marks, meaning 1,000 of them made, usually they're numbered from 101 to 1100, the first 100 being centuries. Greg Maddux and a bunch of other stars actually only signed 400 of them. So his serial numbers will be from 101 to 500. So it's a bit more limited than most of the other millennium marks for most other players. And I'm still keeping an eye out for a century marks, by the way. Haven't seen many of those pop up, but I'm keeping my eye out. I would love to acquire one either from 97 or 98, or heck, maybe even both, but still looking out for it. So this is number 14. 13, we've got the 1995 finest refractor that is actually centered and, of course, peeled. Not much hulking on this. Centering is pretty darn good. And this is another one that I purchased that was already peeled when I purchased it, but it was not in a holder. I went ahead and submitted it to PSA last year, and it came back a Mint 9, which is extremely difficult for this card to get a PSA 9. It's a really, really tough grade. If you know about this set and the hulking issues, the centering issues, print lines, refractor lines, all that kind of stuff, shenanigans with the peels, that's, yeah. So this PSA Mint 9 is a very, very exclusive condition tier for this card. Something else very interesting about this card is that the refractors should have the word refractor written right there, beneath, right in that little strip of green, and this card is actually missing it, interestingly enough. But, you know, that's okay. We take those. And so this is number 13 in my countdown. Moving on to 12, we have the first ever atomic refractor in the hobby. And this is 96, Bowman's Best. And this is not the speckly atomic previews. This is the actual authentic atomic refractor from the set, which was significantly tougher to pull. Like way, way, way tougher to pull. And so this is just one of my favorite sets, one of my favorite cards. Can't get enough of it. And so, yeah, here it is, coming in at number 12 in my countdown. Number 11. Here we have an unreleased card. We have the 98 Select Numbers. And this card, the way this card shines and shimmers, oh my goodness, look at this thing. So 98 Select was one of those sets that, you know, never really got released. It got made, it got produced, but the bankruptcy happened right when it was about to be released. And so, you know, you had all these cards that were sort of, well, they became bankruptcy cards is what they became. And so some of these really rare cards, these like 5-star bonuses that were numbered to 50, you know, some of those got out. Of course, these select numbers cards got out, but apparently way fewer of these select numbers got out. And no one really knows how few there are out there. I have heard estimates that there may only be about 5 of these cards out there for Maddux in the world. I don't have any other information other than that sort of hearsay and rumor. What was supposed to happen with these cards, they were supposed to be serial numbered to a particular stat that the player had. So for Maddux's case, his card was going to be numbered out of 177, which was the number of strikeouts he had had the year before. However, none of them got serial numbered in the end. And so all we have left is just mystery and speculation regarding this. But this is number 11 in my countdown. All right, now broaching the top 10. Here we are. Here we have Precious Metals, 1997, Donruss Preferred, with, of course, 1 gram of platinum in this card. And this is, you know, there were, again, not serial numbered, but 100 of these made. Some of the players were made of silver, the higher tier players were made of gold, and the highest tier players were made of bronze. And Maddux, of course, is in that. I'm sorry, the highest tier made of platinum. I misspoke there. And Maddux is of the platinum tier. These cards were actually made by the Mitsubishi Company. As you can say, it says right there, assayed and manufactured in Japan by Mitsubishi Materials Corporation, owner of whatever patent number. And so technically this is maybe my first and only Japanese card. Anyway, these are in the preferred, Donruss preferred tins. And this one is in a PSA assigned mint 9. And so here's number 10 on my countdown. Number 9, we have Greg Maddux's very first, well, depends how you consider it. Many people, some people, would consider this his first certified on-card autograph in the majors. 96, Leaf Signature, and this is the extended series auto. And this is in a very exclusive grade of a Mint Plus 9.5 Auto 10. And so just a fantastic example of Maddux's autograph, certified pack pulled autograph, amazing condition, really tough to beat in SGC 9.5. It's not actually, I thought it was his first autograph when I acquired this. It turns out he actually had one of the US playing cards from, I believe it was 93, had a couple players, 4 players, including like Fred McGriff and Cal Ripken, and Maddux was one of them, that actually had on-card autographs in the playing card packs, randomly inserted. So go figure that one. But anyway, this is number 9 on my countdown. Number 8, we have the Donruss Limited Star Factor Limited Exposure. 97 Donruss Limited. These things are, wow. I mean, look at this thing. Not serial numbered, but these cards have a print run of 40. 40 made. That's it. Very tough, high-end product. You wonder if the back is anywhere near as shiny, shimmery, iridescent as the front. And yes, as a matter of fact, it is. Talk about your two-sided, dual-sided refractor. And so this is just an outstanding, fantastic card. And it comes in at number 8 on my countdown. Number 7, we have 1998 Bowman's Best Atomic Cracked Ice Refractor. Look at this card. Look at this card. This is the first year that the Bowman's Best refractors were all serial numbered to 400. This being the Atomic. The Atomic is only numbered out of 100. And just has the most amazing shine that you ever have seen on a card. When anyone thinks of cracked ice, you have to think about this set. It may not have been the first set to use cracked ice. That honor might go to the 93 Donruss Elite. But the use in this particular set being numbered so low, especially for 1998, is just phenomenal. This card always takes my breath away every time I see it. And so, here it comes in at number 7. On our countdown, number 6. Here we are. And number 6, I absolutely love the Donruss Crusade set. Now, yes, it's true. This is a Crusade green. Really happy to acquire this card. This is the most common one, numbered out of 250. The purples are out of 100. The reds are out of 25. And yeah, those are on my radar. At some point, I would like to acquire a purple and a red. But for now, I am just really happy to even have a green. These are amazing, amazing cards. Just amazing cards. Fantastic. The shine, the refractors, the griffins in the background, the etching, this etched foil in the background that looks like this. Oh man, everything about these cards. The fact that they were these stealth inserts, they didn't even tell you that they were in there. Unbelievable. Unbelievable cards. Coming in number 6, Donruss Crusade, Maddux. At number 5, we have, well, I'm a big fan of Diamond Kings, and I'm a big fan of on-card certified pack-pulled autographs. And so here we go. We have A 2003 Donruss Diamond Kings Recollection Collections, Greg Maddux, certified, pack pulled, on-card autograph with the embossed stamp and everything that mirrors sort of after that 2000 Diamond Kings look. You know, some of the other ones had maybe the more iridescent border with the Studio series there. But unlike the Studio series, you know, that had that canvas texture on it that is numbered out of 250. The non-Studio series, of course, were 2500. This autograph, though, the Recollection Collection, a little bit more exclusive. This one is numbered 2 of 2. So this is one of 2 copies in the world, and I have it. And this is in an authentic and a auto grade 10. So this one comes in at number 5 on my countdown. Whew. Now we're getting to the really heavy hitters here. Number 4. I was able to pick this one up earlier this year, and we have the 96 Select Certified Mirror Blue. Print run of 45. This card still has the peel intact. Yes, there is a peel on these cards. They don't say that there is one, but there is one. They are very, very difficult to peel. And so even if this is a PSA Mint 9, I am not going to be cracking this out to peel it anytime soon. Am I curious? Yes. Do I kind of want to see what this looks like with the shine? Yes, I really actually want to see what it looks like with the shine. But do I trust myself with an operation like this, with a card like this? No, probably not. So, not going to happen. But yeah, the Mirror Blues had a print run, again, not serial numbered, but they had a print run of 45 made in the world, which for 96 was incredibly early for such a low print run. Of course, the Mirror Golds, out of 30, were just absolutely ridiculous for the time. And of course, along with this, I didn't include this in the countdown, but I did also acquire a Mirror Red, print run of 90 this year. But this is going to take up the spot of number 4 in my countdown. Number 3, we have 1997 Skybox EX2000 Essential Credentials, the first ever Essential Credentials. And so this card is a beauty. This field of stars in the background that have movement and motion to them. They drift, they move, they slide. There's depth there in the background. There's a beautiful acetate window. My dog loves it. You can hear that. This card I did not think I could acquire last year until I saw one that actually sold for actually less than I thought it would have been, considering I saved up a bunch of money. I sold a bunch of cards at the National, saved up even more money, and got one of 2 Grail cards last year. This was one of them. And I saved up with that. And this clocks in at card number 3 in my Maddux countdown. The other Grail card I picked up last year, which is coming in at number 2. Of course, my 97 Finest Gold Embossed Refractor. And I don't know what else is to be said about this. Nobody knows what the print run is on these. I think they are very close to 30. That's my guess. Based on the scarcity, how you never see these come up. I mean, really, you don't. You don't see them. They are kind of like an atomic refractor pattern like you saw for 97 Bowman's Best. But again, with the etching that runs diagonally, it almost gives it a different look entirely. As with the 2000 Finest Gold Refractor, we have the decal edge that goes all the way around these. So if you're in the market for one, just be aware it should have the decal edge all the way around. And of course, the embossing. The player is popping out of the card. And you can probably see it even better on the back. You can see the outline of Maddux's form there on the back. Just phenomenal. This card was one that I had dreamed about. And this was the primary reason I was saving up such a good portion of the year last year. Because this was the crowning piece in my Greg Maddux Refractor run from the 90s finest sets. And so here we have one. And this card is brilliant. And comes in at number 2 on my Greg Maddux top 25 countdown. And of course, card number 1. As though it really could be anything else, we have 93 finest refractor, the first ever refractor ever made in the hobby. Calculated print run of 241. These cards are phenomenal. They do have issues. They have issues with centering. They have issues with hulking. And so getting them in high grade, although they are uber premium cards, they look amazing. Tough to get them. Anything higher than an 8 or higher is actually pretty tough to get a lot of these cards in. And often when you see 9s or 10s, they still exhibit quite a good strong deal of hulking. And this card is actually quite fantastic. The centering is very good on it. The hulking is almost non-existent. And so just can't believe it. This was basically my my Grail card from the year before last. This is my 2023 Grail card that I had saved up for and had acquired then. And so we are going to go out with this card being number 1 in my Greg Maddux PC countdown. I'm looking forward to adding to this, but wow, I have to just so you know, this is just one of those things where I can't believe since being back in the hobby I've been able to amass all these cards. And so thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.